Hello, thank you for watching. Today we're going to be replacing the transmission grease, or in this case oil, gear oil that's in there, as well as in the chain case. This is like an 80s model snapper, 6.5 horsepower, 5-speed. Yeah, we're going to remove these plugs, one here on the top and one on the bottom. On the differential gear side over here, and then chain case, there's just one right there, so I'll be taking that plug off. Now what we have in here currently is the 8090. The 8090, and we're going to be replacing it with the double-aught grease that's recommended by Snapper. Now I don't have manual. If you do have a manual, make sure you read it. This is kind of experimental from what I've read, since I don't have a manual, but I've known that snappers do require their own oil, and it is that double-aught grease. So just acquired some, so we're going to go ahead and take out what we have and put in that new. So if you do have the gear oil, the 8090, it's going to be thinner than like the grease we're going to be putting in. You can expect to be having leaking. This is where it was parked at, or has been for years. And that stuff has been in there for probably 3 years. Using like a spatula. Don't want to break these. I don't want to have to replace these. Let's get these pliers. I'm going to push it in. Okay, there we go. Same thing on the bottom. Okay, and that's full. All right, let's check it just to make sure. So what we'll be doing is putting it in from the top and letting it drain down. And once it gets at the, look at that, that's over. Filled pretty much. See, that really is kind of where we want it to be. We want it just to start coming out, oozing out. So I can tell that it's pretty thin. Let's go ahead and suck that out. Okay, I hope to show you a comparison of what we're taking out. Take it off here. Let's take it back out. Okay, monoject is filled up. Yeah, we're going to put a little sample. I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so there's the sample. All right, the rest of it is going in this container right here. All right, we'll go back for more. All right, this is the 4th time that I'm doing this. I've been able to fill the monoject up 3 times. So we weren't able to do it this time. So we're getting close to getting everything out of there. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. Okay, so here's what we took out. Now, originally this stuff is like an amber, it's like an oil color. The reason it is black is because it mixed with some of the remaining grease. So it's actually not as thin. Well, it is pretty thin. Look at that. Yeah, so there was still some grease, I guess, in there. And so it mixed with that. That's why it's the color that it is. But yeah, you can see it's pretty fluid. Puddles. And kind of a big difference from what we're going to put in there. Let me show you what the double O will look like. Here's what we're going to put in. Oh! Sorry for the camera work there, but put more of that out than I wanted to. See, this stuff doesn't run. Sorry. So see this? Okay, yeah. So see, this stuff doesn't run. It's not that fluid, but it is enough to, you know, get it in there. I would think pretty easy. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't flow. For example, if I were to tilt it up like this, it's not going to move. Where the other stuff is just running and puddling down here. See this stuff? Somewhat fluid, but it's just kind of stays in place. You know, slick. But anyway, that's what they recommend, so that's what we're going to try to use. All right, so I'm going to put it in this hole, and we've got the convenient cap here that allows us to just squeeze from the bottle. Should have a pretty good angle of putting it in without any trouble, and we'll squeeze it until it starts to come out the bottom hole. All right, just squeezing it. And if we can't get it to go in, we will use the bottom hole. All right, there we go. It's coming out. Oh man, I hate to waste this stuff. All right, so we're going to have to let that just drain on out. I needed as much as I could to put in the chain case as well. I probably will have enough. All right, so be careful. What I should have done is kind of stopped and let it start oozing out instead of just kind of watching it and squeezing at the same time. It does have a little bit of a green color to it, but yeah, created a huge mess. So hopefully you can learn something from this video and not do what I've done. So we'll just let that drain all the way. Instead of wiping it up, it's going to keep draining out more. But yeah, we've got plenty in, so that's good. How much did I use? This was a quart. I used probably almost half a quart. We should still have plenty to be able to put in the chain case over here, but we'll let that just keep oozing out for a while and clean it up here on the top. I'll go ahead and put the plug in top. All right. Okay, while that continues to ooze, we're taking the plug out. Chain case. Okay. So I think that leak was coming from the chain case because I'm not getting any kind of registration here at all as far as oil or grease. All right, so yeah, not much at all really. That may be kind of the reason that I'm hearing a grinding sound more than I had been hearing in the past. The last time I was cutting it, it was getting pretty loud. So yeah, we're lacking grease. We don't have any grease, but the oil is what we have in there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put some of this in there. And then we will come back. Hopefully the stuff is kind of settled here. So we'll see what we do have in here. Push it at the bottom. All right, yeah, we have some in there. Here. So yeah, that is not the grease, that is the 8090. So we'll just continue to get that out. All right. Going in with our double lot. We will need a hose because I just can't get the bottle in there. All right, we're full. Let me let you see that. Okay, so I'll wipe that off really good, and then I'll put my plugs back in place. Same with the differential over here. Kind of see it oozing out right there, maybe. So we are filled with the double-aught grease. Should be better for the mower. Shouldn't be leaking. And yeah, that's it. Sounds good, feels good. Thanks for watching the video. Until next time, have a nice day.